Hello, it is July of 2026, and I'm Amber Ireland from Journey as Guided, and I am here to do your July energy report. But first, let's take a deep breath together and release. And we will set the intention that you will receive just exactly what you need from this card reading today and some advice or some insight into what July is bringing, what it has in store. So let's first get our card here just for the energy of July. And we've got two cards here to start off with. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands here. And I was already feeling like July was kind of this threshold month, right? Where we were going to be finally starting something new, not just what we were thinking about, but things kind of coming into fruition. And that's what I'm seeing here with this Ace of Pentacles and this Two of Wands, is that what you have been kind of cultivating internally is finally coming into external fruition, right? You're starting to see some of that growth, those seeds that have been planted. But the Two of Wands reminds us that when we start to see that growth, that we have an opportunity to move forward with that growth or to stay in the comfort of where we have been, right? So July is the month where you're starting to see things happening and you have to make a decision. You have to decide, am I going to move forward with what I have been growing, or am I going to stay in the space that has been comfortable for me longer, even though, I've put in this effort, right? So let's see what maybe some of the challenges could be here in July. So we'll look for the challenges, we'll look for the gifts, and then we'll ask for some advice on, how are we going to move through July this year. So let's start off with our challenges, the Death card here. And, as I was talking about making a decision, right, as you're seeing things coming to fruition and making a decision, the Death card suggests the challenge is, am I going to let the things that need to fall away fall away? Am I going to allow the rebirth that is needed this month to happen? Or am I going to turn the other way and try to stay in the space that is safe? And I think that also what I'm hearing here is the rebirth is going to happen one way or another. And the falling away is going to happen one way or another. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to move with it? Or are you going to hold on to where you've been and kind of create a little bit of chaos or drama around this release? Right. And so that's the challenge, right? Do I trust and move forward? Or do I hold on to what is familiar and allow this to draw out longer than it needs to, right? And let's see what the gift of July is for us here. We have the moon. We have a lot of major arcanas here. And what I'm hearing with the moon is that what has been hidden from you at this, up until this point, like you've been working diligently, but you just haven't seen things coming to fruition. What has been hidden is starting to be seen. And that is the gift, because now you can finally start to see a little bit of light in the darkness. And that's going to make it easier for you if you choose to step into this new way of being, over this new threshold that July gives us the opportunity to do, right? And let's see if we get any advice here. Another major arcana, the sun. The sun. That's the advice. The advice is, let this be a joyful time. Allow yourself to stand in the light of what it is that you have been creating, right? Allow yourself to receive what it is that is being gifted to you in the external now. Allow yourself to move through this with joy instead of choosing to kind of create your own misery by holding on to the past that is not in alignment for you. Allow this threshold to be wide open and allow yourself to step through, right? And let's get one oracle card just to wrap up and see if there is any other message here that we need to hear, or just maybe confirmation around what July is bringing for us this year. So we are going to pull from our Angelic Activations Oracle deck and ask for a message that maybe we need to, well, we got two that maybe we need to hear, right? So the first one here is the Fire Guardian. And the Fire Guardian says, your desires are not unholy. You are being encouraged to connect to the energy of desire and ignite your passions. As long as what you desire doesn't cause harm or danger to any living thing, your desires are not unholy. So express yourself, play, and be untamed. For allowing these raw and authentic aspects of yourself to come to the surface also allows the universe to see you in all of your glory. And the activation here is, I ignite the fire of my passions and let it roar. And I think, this fire guardian speaks a lot to, it is time to move forward. It is time to allow some of those old stories that say what you've been working on and what you're being offered right now is not what other people think you should be doing, right? It may be something different than what they think you should be doing, but that doesn't make it wrong. That doesn't make it unholy, right? As you move forward. And we have Gabriel here, and Gabriel says, heal the child within. There are parts of yourself you had to abandon in your early years in order to survive. But now it's essential to reclaim all of those parts in order to thrive. The child within you requires some tender, loving care at this time. So let them come to the surface and express all that needs to be shared. Hold them with compassion and give them radical healing and understanding and love. And the activation is, I let healing and light reach all parts of myself. And I think this speaks beautifully with the Fire Guardian here, where we are releasing those old stories, and it's pointing directly to where they came from, right? The stories that this opportunity is not for you. You're not good enough, right? And reclaiming that inner child and saying, hey, you know what? Those stories were never true about you. Let me, as the adult here, love you and nurture you. And in doing that, we're creating that wholeness within ourselves to stand firmly in the truth, which is, we deserve what we desire, and to move through this threshold that's being offered instead of allowing those same old stories to stand in the way and not allow you to step through into what is truly yours. I hope that you have a wonderful July. I hope you decide that it is time to step through that doorway and release some of those old wounds. If you want your own private reading, or you are looking for coaching or energy work to help release some of those things that are often so hard for us to let go of fully, you can find me at journeyasguided.com. I would love to hold that space for you. And if you are working on your own practice, right, your own daily practice to reconnect with yourself, I have an offer on my website. I have a free guided meditation that is basically a grounding meditation that you can do every single day. It only takes about 7 minutes, and I walk you through it. And I would love for you to go over there and grab that free offer. And if that helps you as you are moving through your journey of reconnecting with yourself on a daily basis and creating a practice, I would love to offer that to you. I also have other guided meditations for every single month. So every single month that you see a reading come up here, I also have a guided meditation that you can work through for the month on my website as well. So if you're interested in that, you can find it all at journeyisguided.com. And if you're like, Amber, I think that maybe I want to work with you, but I have no idea what that looks like, I have a free exploration call over there and would love to spend 30 minutes with you, holding space and helping you decide what you need in this stage of life as you're moving through these thresholds. Have a great July, and I'll see you next month.